All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
March 43. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go,
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, come on.
Check. 3 down. Shoot. Watch the eye.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to Samuel. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that.
Lock.
They run with Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Check 12, fellas. Here we go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Goodwin Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
One, Omaha.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
On second and very short, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
In the mic. Here we go, D.
21. Here we go.
Shit. Check 31. Joker.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, it's Henderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike 20. Mike 15. Check back.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Gurley again here on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 36, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A big play there. Goff to Kupp, and even 50 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Rams 7, 49ers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
This is Breida. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
43, 12. Check, 43.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Here we go.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, check 24.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty.
Here we go.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Go ahead.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd
Pilot,
and 2
64, weak.
at the 27-yard line.
I got you. Lock. Hey, gun.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Hey, Foxtrot.
I got you.
There's a part in there.
2. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 13.
43 is the mark. 43.
6.
Come on, D. Kill.
11.
Switch.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quickly from Goff to Kupp. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 76 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know
he's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, 77 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check, check. Here we go, D. Here we go. Check, check.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
13. 13.
Show it up.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Man up, D. Kill.
And this one's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Mike 19.
On 2nd and 10, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the pass.
No. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Horrible.
Check. Move.
Hey, Alpha.
Third and long. It's gone. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Tavon Austin. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check the backer.
21.
Check 49.
Here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Slack.
Switch. Check.
White.
Check.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Value three, value three.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 65 yards. And the Rams tack on to their...
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?